Considered by many a one-man brand, he's the first young, successful and most of all good-looking. Of course, comparisons to Tiger Woods are only but natural. The next big poster boy in sports, talking to us in a world exclusive, the Formula One star Lewis Hamilton. Lewis, thanks so much for talking to us.
Thank you for the nice comments.
Our pleasure. To start with, let me get this right and correct me if I'm wrong. It's Lewis Carl David Hamilton, right?
Davison.
Davison Hamilton. You're named after the famous sprinter Carl Lewis, I read somewhere?
No. That's a story that goes around.
Okay.
But it's not true. I inherited Carl from my dad, is his second name, and so automatically he gave me that. And my granddad's Davison, so we just use. I don't know why they decided.
We shatter that myth.
We shatter that, exactly.
Okay,
so no one knows that.
About Reebok, now you've been associated, you're the face of Reebok now. How does it feel to be associated with a brand that's already had someone like Allen Iverson, Thierry Henry, and now you?
It's incredible, it's unreal. To think that, I'm only in my second year of my sport that I've been working to get where I am since I was 8. I'm 23 years old now. And these guys, Thierry Henry, Allen Iverson, they're major guys that I look up to. And for years I've been going to the shops and buying all this gear and thinking, and never would in a million years would I have thought that I would be associated with them and working with them, and it's a real proud moment for me.
Okay, you mentioned that you've been working towards this sport since you were 8. Again, we hear this story that when you were 10 years of age, you walked up to Ron Dennis and said, I'm going to be driving for your team one day.
Yeah.
Is that true?
It is, yeah. I was 10 years old and my dad just told me, that's Ron Dennis over there, he's the boss of this team. And I was like, this is the team that I've always wanted. I've been watching on TV and my favorite team, and I just went up to him and I said, one day I want to be a F-1 driver and I want to be racing for one of your cars.
Of course, you're living your dream now, but let me go back to your first season itself. Missed the championship by 1 point. I want the Lewis Hamilton version on that. Was that cruel or just plain unfortunate?
It's just unfortunate, but I think it's unfortunate in a way where I lost it by 1 point. But I was very fortunate in the fact that I was there. I'm living my dream. I'm racing for the team I've always wanted to race for. And I'm healthy, I'm young. People can see that I've got the talent, so I've got some longevity in this business. And I've had a fantastic season. So I looked on the bright sides. I always take the positives from even bad days. And that's what I did that day.
Okay, like you said, you've got a lot of career ahead of you. But somewhere down there, is there any regret that you probably would never get an opportunity to race with someone like a Schumacher, who was a legend in sport? Of course, he retired before you joined Formula One, so you couldn't test your skills against him?
Yeah, he retired just in time, I think, for him at least. Now, for me, when I arrived, fortunately I got to drive on some of the circuits with him, but I'm not too disappointed in it.
Okay, now, like you said, a lot of young drivers with you as well. If you had to just point out one single competitor that would challenge you for years to come, because there are few in Massa, Raikkonen and Kubica, who would you pick out as one guy you'd be fighting with for a long time to come?
I think the one driver I'll be competing with a long time to come is Robert Kubica. I think he's got a very bright future ahead of him, and he's someone that I'll be competing with for a long time.
Okay, again, we hear that as a kid you were a sportsman, you played a lot of other sports as well, and you were a pretty good footballer. Is that true? If not a Formula One driver, would Lewis Hamilton be a footballer?
That's a difficult question. I was quite good. I don't know if you know of Ashley Young.
Absolutely.
I went to school with Ashley, and I used to play in the same team as him. We were different players. I was the one with the stamina, with the power, with the strength to get my way through the field. And he was the one with the skill. So, I think I could have probably done something now. But as you know, there's millions and billions of people trying to do the same thing. So if I wasn't racing, I would have tried to have done something in another sport. But the cool thing is now, I'm associated with Thierry Henry, who I'm an Arsenal fan. Thierry Henry, who was with us for such a long time, and even now.
So any plans to get him back then, to play for your club?
If I was
you probably would put in a word to Arsene Wenger then?
Definitely. If I met Arsene Wenger, I'd be like, yo, you need to get this guy back.
You have West Indian roots, of course, and you are a British national now. Do you watch a bit of cricket as well?
I do. More so as I have my personal trainer, he's Australian. So since he's come on board, when the cricket's on, he's like pushing it. So I'm sitting down with him watching it, and I've become more and more familiar with it. And Now I know like
Any
Kevin Peterson
cricketer
and-
any Indian cricketer that you fancy?
Well, I've become good friends with Kevin Peterson,
Okay.
and as we work together with Vodafone, and since then I've been even more interested in it. I used to play cricket when I was at school actually,
Okay.
but I
Were
was
you a
never.
batsman bowler?
I was a batsman. That's the only thing I was able to hit this thing really far. I was always get the 6 points, whatever it was, and but no, I'm into it now.
They might need you now since 2020 is in big vogue. Anyway, talking about India, you have to talk about Bollywood. I know you like hip hop and R&B. Any Bollywood films or Bollywood music that you've listened
Well,
to?
it was I think it was the Guru. Guru was the
That's
last Bollywood film, but there's a lot of beautiful women in India. Wow. I mean, I've seen some Bollywood stars, and I'm like, but I think there's. I hear Bollywood is bigger than Hollywood, and which I can only imagine. I'm sure it is. But I think I can't wait to go to India for my first time. I love Indian food.
Okay, so you might get that opportunity in 2010
I'm
when
going,
India
I'm
hosts
going
the-
this year.
Oh, you're going there.
I'm going this year.
We'll be
I'm-
looking forward to that. Okay, now, just before we wrap up the interview, I have 5 rapid-fire questions.
Mm-hmm.
I'll ask you questions about India, probably give you choices as well. Let's
Yep.
see how good you know India. Name the first Indian Formula 1 driver that ever drove in Formula 1. Do you want me to give you options? I can give you that.
You can give me options. Narain
Karthikeyan. That's right. Oh, you got that right. That was easy. Okay.
Yeah.
I'm going to give you 3 names. You got to tell me which one of them is a car manufacturer from India. Okay.
Yep.
Wipro, Tata, or ICICI. Which one of them makes
Is it
cars?
Tata?
Oh, that's right. You're going well. 3 more to go. Anyway, you know that there's an Indian Formula 1 team called Force India. It's owned by a liquor baron called Vijay Mallya. He, of course, owns a very famous brand of beer. You just got to tell me the name of the beer. Is it Hayward's, Cobra, or Kingfisher?
Kingfisher.
Oh, that's easy. Okay, last 2 to go. One Indian cricket star that's a big Formula 1 fan. You can often see him at the races as well. He does visit a lot of races. I'm going to give you 3 options.
Okay.
Which one of them? Is it Sachin Tendulkar, Saurav Ganguly, or Rahul Dravid?
Say that again.
Sachin Tendulkar, Rahul Dravid, or Saurav Ganguly?
Is it Rahul?
Now he's
No.
with Reebok. No, but
No,
Sachin
he is with
Tendulkar
Reebok.
is a big Formula 1
No,
fan.
I haven't seen him yet as yet.
Okay, he does visit a lot of Grand Prix. Anyway, final question. Which city, now India has been scheduled to host a Formula 1 Grand Prix in 2010. Which city is going to be hosting that Grand Prix? Which city is scheduled to host that Grand Prix? Is it Bombay, Hyderabad, or Delhi?
Oh, it's either Delhi or Bombay.
Yeah,
I think it's Delhi.
It's Delhi. That's perfect.
It is,
That's
yeah?
4 out of 5. Thanks
Cool.
so much for being such a
No,
sport.
thank you.